La big cast. You had trouble in the pitch, but the chaos at the end was Donkey. You were trying to make the pass for the lead at the end. What was your trouble at the end?
I guess you could say just trying to capitalize on hoping that Jay Brum would have made a mistake. Going into this race, I knew that everybody was going to be wary of what I was doing because, I won Xfinity at Dega, I won Cup at Dega. I knew that coming back here for the All Star race, everybody was going to be very cautious and protective around me. So the last few laps with Brum leading, he hugged that yellow line. He was very good. He was on his A game. He did everything in his power. Everybody did whenever they were ahead of me, whenever I was trying to go for the lead. Everybody was doing their A game to keep me from winning. So,
Including
uh,
Harvick.
yeah, and including Harvick. I mean, I battled, I think, almost with every single car for the lead at least one time. And, everybody they were bringing their game. Like, they did not want me to win. And, I mean, if I got lucky, great. But Brum made a slight little mistake toward the end, and I took a gamble, and Brum blocked it, and he did what he had to do. It was good, solid racing, and I couldn't ask nothing less.
Yeah, it's kind of tough when you go to a speedway at Dega or look back at Daytona when Harvick passed you on the last lap. Grant, you say he had help, but he actually
I,
he actually passed you on the last lap to actually get that win. And
yeah,
his actually thought last night is this gonna be a redo from Daytona?
well, yeah, he did get me off of the run going into last lap, but whenever I had the run coming off of Harvick at Daytona, coming off of two, I was hoping the guys that were catching up to us in the pack were going to help me out, because I had the run. But nope, they stayed down low and gave Harvick that little bit of a push that he needed to outrun me. And it is what it is. It's just that's just racing, and you win some, you lose some. You just got to get ready for the next race.
It's pretty sad that I actually remember those words from last Daytona race. Greek,
Yep, I
don't
think.
leave me, don't leave me.
Yep. I was like, come on, someone give me a push. I was hoping for like a Dale Earnhardt Talladega, hopeful push to give me a push to the front to win. And nope, that did not happen. But, it is what it is. I mean, I finished top five. I couldn't ask for nothing worse. I mean, points are points. I needed them. So, I'm already into the playoffs. I just got to focus on getting more points. So when playoffs come up, I'm ready.
I know Harvick has to focus on getting another win.
Win or stage wins, either one. The more stage wins you get, the more
Well,
points
right
you'll have.
now
The playoffs will help you.
he has one win and two stage wins.
Yeah, you got more stage wins than Donkey does. Donkey only has one win and one stage win.
Now that's pretty sad. How long have you been in this league?
When did trying to think back here. Actually, the Talladega races were my first races.
Wow.
Xfinity Talladega was my very first race in this league that I won, and then the very next night was the Cup race that I won.
Now I'm going to ask you both of you this question. Donkey and Big Beast, what was your point of view at the last lap when Grant Donkey, I know you're the one who started the whole wreck, but I'm not actually blaming you
Not
because
on
it
not on
no, listen,
purpose.
is I know it was a hard racing at the end, but what was your point of view at the wreck when you seen Harvick's car going airborne?
Well, I mean, I knew when the flaps opened up and I knew my car was going back up. I was just hoping that people would either already be gone, and it's like, well, all I could do is hope that it's nothing bad, and people can place good. And I knew, like, the minute the first car hit me, I knew somebody was gonna flip. I knew that, but then my car started spinning 360 because I got hit 4 times, and it's like, well, I felt bad because I know I didn't want the race to end like that. I'd rather just have it only control the car so much when it's spinning and it's racing, and hopefully no one's real mad at me, and hopefully I can move on and be ready for Charlotte.
Big Beast?
Well, I was really hoping when I got up there, I was really hoping Donkey was down low, and I got in the middle of everybody, and I saw it for a second. I knew he wasn't down low, so I got hit from behind, and I also hit Donkey in the door, and like he said, it was just hard racing.
But the other question was, what did you guys think of when Harvick went airborne?
I didn't see that one. My car was spinning 360. I just knew that when people were saying Harvick's in the air, I figured it was like Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Bobby.
Well, I figured it had to be something like that, or a Carl Edwards moment at Talladega. So, but I was pretty much getting spun 360 by every car behind me. So, I was like, well,
no, Harvick was like Ricky Bobby. He got out of that car. He said, "I'm on fire! I'm on fire!"
Save me, Uncle Winfrey!
The ninja's trying to get me.
I know Harvick went back and watched the replay off of Bowhunter's YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
Harvick came back and said that it felt like it was almost like a replay of Ryan Newman, but differently. It didn't go up towards the catch fence.
No, you just went straight up into the air over the catch fence.
It's funny about that. When I knew Harvick was up in the air, I looked up on my top screen and I saw his tires right behind me.
Yeah, at the end, that race was pretty wild for a race like that, especially at the end.
I mean, that's the nature of racing. Everybody wants to win, even if it's for no points.
Especially at Speedway.
That's what makes it fun.
Now, I will say, I will try harder next Tuesday because I really need a playoff point.
I mean, it's all about strategy.
Yeah.
How you gonna approach Charlotte? Speed or longevity?
Cause I'm looking at the race from last night off of Bowhunter. Is like you're up in second. Decaf is right behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Then it goes the 48. Then I'm trying to pass. Harvick's trying to pass the 48 and couldn't get past on the high side, so he drops back down. Well, he's still stuck. So.
Well, I thought Bowhunter was going to try to team up with Ice.
Yeah, with Ice, and he's stuck right behind Ice. Then then an accident happens, and Harvick starts flipping.
Well,
it's like Harvick hit the wall very hard, and bounced off the wall, and the air got stuck right underneath the car, and that's when the car just started flipping.
Welcome to Donkey's world.
And Big Beast was like, just drove right through the middle of all of it.
Now I'll take you back from last night's race. If
If
y'all
y'all
realize
realize
and
and
watch
watch
the
the
videos,
videos,
we
we
was
use
five
five
wide
wide
in the
in the
back
back
straightaway.
straightaway.
Oh yeah.
Everybody wants that win.
You could
The
take it 4 wide, you
okay.
could take it 5 wide. You can't make it 6 wide. Probably on the back stretch.
But with
I
five
bet you
wide would have
can
made
if
it
you
interesting because
try
there's no
hard
draft.
enough.
You're only
Nah,
running 2-on-2 then.
I'll
I'll
tell
tell
you
you
what.
what.
I
I
knew I
knew I
messed
messed
up
up
when I
when I
didn't
didn't
pick
pick
and I
and I
had the
had the
lead.
lead.
As
As
soon
soon
as
as
I
I
saw
saw
the
the
green
green
light
light
and we
and we
took
took
that
that
in the
in the
first
first
corner,
corner,
my
my
gas
gas
light
light
came
came
on,
on,
and I
and I
knew I
knew I
messed
messed
up.
up.
You forgot the pit.
Yeah,
That sucks. Especially
it
during
It
the
really
really
reserve or
does.
does.
caution. That really sucks because
well,
you go
you
into the pits and the one thing you think about when you get out, okay, did I take gas? Did I get tires? Everything right? Then next minute you're up front and you look at your gas gauge comes on next words you're out of your mouth is like, fuck, son of a bitch,
Yeah,
that
motherfucker.
was that was me.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
That's
thought I
that's
had
the
enough
sad
sad
fuel,
thing
thing
and I didn't.
about the
about the
race.
race.
I would
I would
have
have
won
won
it
it
if I
if
would
I
have
would have
pitted.
pitted.
Hell, look at when everyone was glitching, like when Harvick was stuck in the back, and I heard him over the radio cursing his mouth off about the school, all the bullshit. What did you guys think of the rubber banding, the lagging on the track last night?
Well, you can't blame the drivers for that. I mean, you can only control so much. I mean, whether it's bad weather or internet connection, you can't have perfect internet, and there's always going to be someone's going to have internet problems because we're all over the country. And you just got to adapt to it. I mean, it sucks because I'm sure the driver who has the lagging problem does not want that to happen and cause a wreck. But, what can they do? They can't call their internet provider and say, hey, my internet's lagging in my race. Can you fix it?
Well, the main one that was lagging last night was the 9 car and the 24 car.
Craig was bad on the turns. He wasn't bad on straightaways.
The 9 car was lagging on the straightaways. Or the
He
24
got
car.
me on the turn.
The 24 car was
Jason.
terrible. Yeah, Jason. He's bad on the straightaways. Like I'll be drafting with him, and man, it would mess me up because he would slam me, and
See
I
what I looked when I was racing last night. Whenever I caught up to you, everyone in the draft would just lag out of nowhere.
yeah.
Yes, I mean it's like, but I mean it's like it's not like the drivers are like, oh God, someone's catching up to me. I want to make my internet lag. I mean it's like it's just the bad luck.
And here
Yeah.
I was cursing my internet because my two cousins they're online doing this whole thing with the COVID-19 shit for school, and it to me I think it's just messing up the internet around the world because it's bullshit.
Everybody
Because
knows.
if you look at it, when the flu hit the when we got caught by the flu in different countries, there was none of this. You gotta wear a mask. You gotta take people's temperatures. Schools were closed. There was none of this. But let the COVID-19 come up and they close down the schools. You gotta wear a mask. Gotta take temperatures. Gotta do the work on the computers. There was none of this. No jobs ever closed down until COVID-19.
I mean every pandemics will make people do irrational things. I mean, think back to when the H1N1 virus for the flu came out. What did everybody do? I mean, it's every pandemic is different, and everybody's going to respond to it different. I
Hell,
mean,
when I see stuff on Facebook or I have TikTok, so I look at TikTok, and every time when I seen the one saying the once somebody told me about 2020 is gonna be the worst, I always think, geez, why didn't they just name it COVID 20? Because the year's 2020.
But it started in 2019 in Japan.
So didn't I know Donkey didn't watch the race at Texas tonight? How about you, Big Beast?
Yes, I watched it.
What did you think of it?
Well, I can't say it did go good for me because I won me some money off the race.
How much
That's
did you
what I
bet?
can say.
Winning.
How much did you bet?
Well, I do this bet, and they don't pay until after the championship race.
Ah,
So after the season is over, basically.
what do y'all think of what did you think of Crybaby Kyle Busch winning?
He's got
Oh
to
man,
win one to quit the whining. I mean, give him at least one. It's not like he's going to win the playoffs.
I
he's
heard
already out. He's already out.
what I heard, the fans after he won, all the fans were screaming saying go home.
Well, I'm sure he will gladly go home after the fact that he won that race and collected how much of a paycheck?
Hey, by the way, if we're talking about Texas, that's my home track. I want to know when we're gonna race that track in this league,
Uh,
and hopefully it's soon.
Give me it for what? Xfinity or Cup?
Both. I don't care. Either one of them.
Good question. I can check.
But my best bet is cut because that's
Texas
I don't
won't be
know.
until the playoffs in Cup.
Yeah, yeah. Texas ain't till playoffs. It's like the third. It's like the third to last race. You got a while till Texas.
Then
That's if I
Texas,
make the playoff
that's
though.
the same thing with
You can still run some laps
Xfinity.
regardless.
That's the same thing with Xfinity. It's not until like the
Yes, it is. Yeah, the third to last one there too. Also,
When we go back to Bristol,
couple weeks. I think like 2 or 3, about a month or two in Xfinity, and as far as Cup, we're done at Bristol.
because I know that.
No, Bristol's in the playoffs. We have it's like the third race in the playoffs.
Yeah. So
Which will make playoffs for me and Harvick very, very interesting.
let's talk about the news though. I'm so glad that after the season we'll have teammates, like real teammates, and I'm so happy for that.
I know if Jay Burns sticks in with the 14 and Harvick stays, well, I know Harvick's going to stay with the 4 car for next year.
I don't know, Harvick.
I thought Harvick. I heard Harvick was gonna go to the 24.
I heard Harvick going to the 22 because I know Beast is thinking about jumping in that 4 car.
Yeah, but Beast probably can't put the 4 car in victory lane like Harvick did.
It took you 2 people helping you.
See, it took you 2 people, Harvick. Man, I could only meet 1 people help me.
On the contrary, he passed me solo, but then on the backstretch, whenever I had to run on him to pass him, here came Creek and OG to help him.
I'm not,
See
if
I take any car next year, and I know Greek's probably gonna get pissed off about this, but I'll take the 9 car Chase Elliott.
if I had to choose between taking any car next year, it would be the 4, the 88, or the what's the name? Number 11.
The other crybaby Hamlin.
Hey, he's in the playoffs, so I wouldn't be talking.
I'll just be the dark horse that drives
Okay,
the point
okay.
guard.
Let me ask you this. You two, who's your final four in the championship?
Oh, no question. That would be OG, and then it would be Chase, and then it would be Bow Hunter.
I wasn't talking about
And
our league. I'm talking about.
oh, you didn't say that. You didn't say that. You said playoffs.
Don't worry. Don't worry, Big Beast. I was thinking the same thing you're thinking. I thought you were saying both in NASCAR professional and in the league.
Yeah.
Well, you could do both.
I mean,
Well,
that's what you ain't alone there, buddy. I was thinking what you were thinking.
well, I say Bow Hunter, and then my last pick would be the number 2 car. Who drives that number 2 car?
Keselowski.
No, not Keselowski. In our league.
In the league, that's OG.
No, not in the not in the 2 car.
Yeah. OG's
OG.
no, OG's
No.
19.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Byers.
Byers, yeah.
Byers is in the.
Now, let me tell y'all, that's my top 4 for the league. But if we're talking about real NASCAR, I see Harvick, I see Chase Elliott, and I also see number 19.
Jeez, Big Beast. Thanks. I know I'm gonna be in the playoffs and the championship.
Hey, it doesn't mean you're gonna win them though.
No, I was only joking with you.
But yeah, those are my top 3 people that I choose.
How about you, Donkey?
If I had to, well, for like the actual, like the professional series, if I had to pick my 4, wow, I'd probably have to say Harvick, Keselowski, probably Logano, and probably have to say Bowman.
Now, was tonight at Texas? Was it the cutoff of the final 8?
No.
Yes. No.
Oh.
Not yet. Next week's the cutoff.
Yep.
Okay.
That's sweet.
Now, Donkey, how about in the league?
Now, in the league, oh damn! If I had to pick
Big beast.
based on like off the wins right now, of who's right now for sure in it, or just in general that I would like to see in it.
In general, that you like to see in it.
Oh, if based off everybody's in the league, whether they haven't raced every race or not.
And you can't choose yourself.
Well, I figured I was gonna choose me. OG, Creek, Tony, Buckeye, not Bow Hunter, the other Tony, and but who would be the last 4? Man, I really cannot tell you. It's I'm torn between 2 for the 4th one. I'm torn. I can't decide.
Just say Big Beast.
I'd probably have to say, based on like the driving lately, I'd have to say either Falcon or maybe J-Brum.
Hey,
Because Falcon's been running really good lately.
ain't Falcon the rookie? He's a rookie in our league, ain't he?
Yeah, he just got in a couple weeks ago and won at Michigan.
I will tell y'all what. If Falcon wins a championship, he would be rookie of the year in this league.
And champion.
Yeah, and champion.
Ain't Harvick a rookie this year too?
Big Beast is a rookie.
I think everybody is a rookie. This is all technically season 1.
Big Beast is a rookie.
Now
I
my final four for the actual NASCAR is I know my one of my picks were Joey Logano because
Weak.
so it's gonna be Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin,
Obviously. I can see that.
and I gotta say Chase Elliott.
Now what about in our league?
In the league,
Yeah.
I could see it being Donkey, Creek. My last two.
Hard to pick, isn't
Donkey,
it?
Greek.
OG.
I gotta say Big Beast will be in it. And
Suck up.
Ice.
Hey, I heard that, Donkey. Damn you.
And the only reason why I said Big Beast is because I knew I couldn't pick my fucking self.
I figure you go. I figure you pick like OG or Falcon.
Or Bow Hunter.
Yeah, OG Assassin. He been running.
Hell,
Yeah, Donkey.
look at Harvick every race. He runs pretty good too. Ah, I gotcha. Yeah,
Hey, you're tuning your own horn over there, man.
Yeah, but you know Harvick. Yeah, he's been running good. He got a win in Daytona, but it took 2 cars pushing his slow Ford ass to get in the win.
I'm not also talking about Daytona, Donkey.
And need I remind you that it took another Ford and a Toyota to push him when the Chevy still finished almost in third.
See, that's what I can't wait about.
Donkey, I wasn't talking about the Daytona. I was talking about the other tracks.
Donkey, Harvick, the good thing about next year is I'm ready to get out of the Ford. I'm ready to get in a Chevy or a Toyota. But I would prefer a Chevy.
Now,
Chevy.
Now, Big Beast, if you wanted to pick a Toyota, which number would you pick?
I would choose 19.
That's a good number.
18.
Everybody picks out.
The 18, 19. There's the 18, 19, 11, 20.
I would say the 20 car too. But if I'm a Chevy guy, so if I get in the Chevy, it would be hard to choose. If I got in a Chevy for next year, I would get Chase Elliott. But I know that will probably be gone before anything.
Well, you never know. I mean, if they're doing like a draft with the top 3 for the playoffs, you might be in a Chevy, There's lots of cars and there's not that many drivers in the league. And the people that have been here the longest will get first dibs, obviously, like us. And the new drivers, they'll be falling in behind.
But if you think about it, though, Chase ain't gonna give up that 9 car.
Chase, you mean Creek?
Or Creek, yeah.
You never know, he might. Because you gotta think, though, if, if OG wins and he's first place, and Falcon gets second and Creek ends up third, then, if OG picks Chevy and, Falcon picks Ford, then what's he gonna be stuck with? Either another Ford or a Toyota. Can't run Hendrick.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I would prefer being a Chevy next year than a Toyota.
But it also makes you wonder too: are they just picking their own teams for themselves, or is I want this driver, and you guys have to move the Hendrick cars?
Well,
or it's just hey, you can stay in your same car. You're just on the same team. You're just like me. You, Harvick, got picked by Creek, and we're on his team, but we're all still in our same cars.
Well, I also heard how they're going to do it is So the first, second, and third people, though, that will finish the championship in that order.
Yep,
So
they do the picks based off that.
they're all three will talk and see what they want: Toyota, Chevy, or Ford.
Well, if
And who
I
wins?
know if I'm up in that top 3, I know I'm going with a Ford.
I bet you will.
I'll pick whatever. I mean, I ain't picky. I mean, I can make anything fast. I mean, it's just.
I don't hate Fords. It's just I don't know. Like this 22 car.
It'll be interesting to see how they do it.
Yeah, this 22 car. I'm liking it, but I know that I'm a Chevy guy, so I would prefer it to be in a Chevy.
I have a feeling they're probably going to say, yeah, we're just picking individual drivers. You don't have to switch your car. If you want to stay in your same car, you can. You're just teammates with these guys. Kind of like
if they would do that in the league that I was last in, they want to do that. If they want to keep them in the same cars, what they would need to do is go to custom cars, because if they want to know which teammate is on the team,
but keep factory tunes.
Yeah, but there's
run custom car painting, but not the setup. So you just want the custom car.
Exactly. But what my old league did.
That makes sense.
What my old league did, if you want to know who was on your team, you changed the color of the wing on the back.
Or the wheels.
Or the wheels.
Or the wheels, yeah.
Because
it makes sense.
Because it's so easy. Because if you want the same driver to stay in the same car, go to custom cars, change the color of the wing, and or the tires. Doesn't matter because
I mean, some of the tires, some of the rims though, you can't change to a specific color. So say like if Creek finishes first and he wants red, and OG wants second and he wants blue, and then say like Falcon finishes third and he wants black. So I mean, it's like you really can't do a lot of the wheels because you can't really change wheel colors.
Well,
say like OG wants the Hendrick cars. OG wants Stuart Haas, and Falcon wants Penske. Then or Joe Gibbs. Then then everybody has to switch cars and pick cars based off that.
Well, this is another thing I heard. We won't run custom just like we haven't this year. The only time we run custom is All-Star Race.
But if they change it to where, you can say your same number, but you just have to change your paint scheme, then that might change it up to where you can run a custom paint, at least. I mean, I'm sure they're probably still working on it. I mean, it's just going to take some time for it to develop. And we still got plenty of racing this year. They'll probably still working the bugs out of it.
I'm just ready to get out of the 22 car and get back into, I wouldn't say a better car, but a car that I would know and feels right to me.
Speaking of which, let me ask you this. Why in the first place would you pick the 22 car?
That's all they had. He said choose one, and he was rushing me, so I said 22.
Because when he first asked me and he put me in the group, I went in the group and looked at the nicknames, and when I seen the 4 wasn't picked, I was shocked, because normally the whatever cars were the main cars were the ones that got picked first.
That's usual, but everybody has their favorites. Every league's different.
See, after my favorite race car driver retired, and I knew he wasn't going to be in the game, I didn't know who to pick. Because my favorite driver wasn't in the game.
Who was the last who retired?
Dale Jr.
Okay.
But that was always, growing up, it was always him or Dale Earnhardt Sr.
Well, next year for NASCAR, you're going to have Jimmy Johnson, who's retiring, and
Clint Boyer.
you also have Clint Boyer. Now, the two who I heard was that 88 is going to be transferred over to the 5 car.
Now, I am thinking about taking the 5 car.
And the one is going into the 14 is going to be Chase. Not Chase Elliott. It's going to be Chase Briscoe. Yeah.
Briscoe.
So
And
next year we're going to have 2 Chases.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out in time.
Hey, here's a good nickname for them. Trouble 1 and Trouble 2.
Now, why would you name them Trouble? They ain't that bad.
Because Donkey's already taken.
Hey, we don't call Donkey by Donkey. We call him Jackass.
Well, Donkey is a jackass.
Yeah.
I can be at super speedways.
No, until
Yeah,
somebody
we found
beats you.
out yesterday.
Until somebody hits you.
Yeah, we found out yesterday whenever he took me out and put me in 7th place.
Well, you gotta figure, whenever you're coming off the second caution, and the first words from the main guy who runs the league is, "Don't let Donkey win," I knew something was gonna happen.
Well, I would have got third.
Yeah, Donkey, the first race Harvick ran with you at Daytona, I think he had quite figured you out. The tracks that you mostly like is the speedways.
Well, I do too.
If it's a big speedway track, you're in my wheelhouse.
Now, I tell you what, my top 3 tracks is Talladega, Daytona, and Bristol. Those are my top 3 favorite tracks. And then, if I had to choose for my 4th one, it would be my home track, Texas Motor Speedway.
They're good tracks. The only thing is, I think Texas and Charlotte is like almost the same. Identical because your tire wear goes very quick.
Yep.
I hear.
Have you noticed, Harvick, that you raced me at Daytona, and then you raced me at Talladega. Isn't it weird that it's the same trend against me at both speedways?
Yeah, it is. That's why last night. Exactly. Because look at Daytona. They said the exact same thing, and look who won. It was Harvick. Go to Dega. They say the exact same thing. Don't let Donkey win. And it turns out to be the 14.
Yeah, you gotta look at it. I was like, we say, don't let Donkey win. I was in second running with you. Then we get the Dega on the last caution. Don't let Donkey win. I'm running third.
I thought you were running second at Dega.
No, I was running third. Ice was running second. I pitted to get 2 right side tires because I've been running my tires too long. So I pitted and got 2 right side tires when everybody else pitted.
Because when I watched Bose Hunter's YouTube video, you were in second, Ice was in 4th, and I was back behind Ice.
That was the second caution. The last caution, I went to 3rd because Ice got ahead of me before the wreck behind me. Ice got ahead of me, and I stayed behind. Or not Ice, Jason, the 24 car.
Because I thought when it happened, I seen it looked like the second. When you went in the grass, it looked like you were in second, and when you came up, took me into the wall, which I hit the wall hard, and bounced off of it. Next thing you know, it everyone went underneath the car, and the car just started going flipping.
Hey guys, are we in this interview still?
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all a question. Next year, what car would y'all want to be in?
What car?
Yeah, what number will y'all want to be in next year?
Donkey, I'll let you go first.
I'm already in my car. I ain't leaving mine.
Well, you kind of have to if no one chooses that car or that team.
Who's gonna choose the one car? The only other teammate the one car has in real life is the 42 of Larson's old car.
Exactly. So you would have to change.
Well, if we
They
say like if we're able to keep our same number, I'll stay. I'm gonna stay in the one car. But if it depends. But also you gotta think of too. There's many different teams. It's hard to pick one. Like if I was running for Hendrick,
Right.
I'd probably take the 48 car. If I was at Joe Gibbs, I'd probably run the 20. If I was in Stuart Haas, I'd probably run the 14. If I
well,
was for Joe Gibbs, I'd run the 19.
I do hear they're going to do captains. So like we were saying, whoever wins that championship gets first pick. If they want Chevy, Dodge, or Toyota.
Or
If
Ford.
it if the one car's a what, Ford or a
Chevy.
Chevy? Chevy.
One car's a Chevy.
Now if the captain chooses you and they went to a Toyota or a Ford, what number would you wanted?
If I was in a Ford, I would take the 14. If I'm in a Toyota, I'll take the 20 or the 19.
What about you, Harvick?
Now, granted, what you just said about captains, granted, if I'll stick with the four, but like you just said, this might be true or might not be. But the if I go to Chevy, I would want the number 9 or the 24. Now Toyota, I'm
You just want the 9 just so you can have the Hooters in.
no. You don't get why I want the 9. Once Harvick retires from NASCAR, I'm going with the 9 car.
And why is that?
Because he's a rep.
But in Toyota, now Toyota's gonna be kind of hard because I'm not much of a Toyota person. Right, I run it in Xfinity to just give it a try.
Me too.
So
I'm
it's gonna be kind of tough in Toyota. To me, it's probably gonna be like, hmm,
I'm not a Toyota guy,
fuck.
so it's very hard to pick
It is because
whenever I am not a
most of the
Toyota guy.
Toyotas are there ain't too much of them because most of the cars are Chevy or Ford.
Yeah.
Let's see here. We have Martin Truex Jr.'s in the Toyota, Kyle Busch, Eric Jones, Christopher Bell, Daniel Suarez. I'm not big into him. I heard that.
I did too.
See, if I would pick a Toyota, it's probably gonna be either the 20 or Christopher Bell.
Yeah.
Because I'm not too big into Hamlin or Kyle Busch.
Christopher Bell is pretty good. He finished third place tonight at Texas Motor Speedway. But yeah, I think if you had to get in a Toyota, I think that would be my first pick. Christopher Bell.
Because I would rather pick the Eric Jones car or Christopher Bell because I'm not really big in Hamlin or Martin Truex. Well, Martin Truex Jr. is alright.
Well, we'll find out
Yeah, we'll
next
find.
season.
Basically, we'll find out at the end of the season, and they're redoing. I guess they're going. Well, I don't know if they're going to redo the schedule or stick with the same schedule, but
I'm sure they'll probably stick with the majority of the schedule, but they might tweak a few things.
like change a race here and there to switch it
Yeah.
up.
I wish we would start running strict cautions more often.
Depends on the track.
Yeah, it does depend on the track.
Because you run strict cautions, most of the time you'll be like Dover, where you can't even finish a lap.
Now, do you
Hey,
guys
I was doing pretty good in
remember
Dover
last
meeting
night?
before we
Remember
quit.
last night how you guys? Well, if you just hit the wall, you'll bring out a caution for yourself.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever figure out who did that?
No, but I'm the one who told everybody.
It had to be someone at the back of the pack, because I was way ahead.
I was in fifth place when it happened.
I was in first.
Shut up.
Okay,
You know,
Big Beast.
I'll-
If you knew who did it, who?
No, I said shut up because he said he was in first.
No,
I was up there,
I'm
man.
just asking. If you think did it, who?
It would be hard still.
You just
I was in fifth.
You just don't want to say it.
No, I really don't know who did it because I was in fifth. I didn't see who did it. I was running in top fives when that happened.
Okay? I'll tell you guys who did it. It was
You?
Harvick.
You?
Yeah. When I said, "Motherfucker, I lost the draft," and when they said, "Just hit the wall very hard, you bring out a caution," I was like, I turned into the infield, brought the car right up, wham.
Hey,
You bastard.
Big Beast was the one who said, "If it's on shit, just hit the wall. I'll bring it out."
Okay.
I was leading that with like 6 to go, and then I lost the stage win because of you.
Well, they all said, "Don't let Donkey win."
They
It was
did.
only for a stage.
They did say that, donkey.
I told you, I got like a bullseye.
Donkey, we all love you though.
If it happens again at
It's a brother love.
if it happens again at Charlotte, I would be upset.
Oh, I'll take
Charlotte,
you
now,
out first.
let me ask you
lap.
this. Charlotte is the exact same thing as Texas, but coming off of turn 4, you say your tires are like below 60.
Shot.
Your car is very loose. How would you come out of turn 4?
Very low. Go into turn 3 super high, and then let off, and let it go.
Y'all still broadcasting?
Yeah,
Damn, how long you gonna make this video?
long as I want.
Shit.
If you want to keep
When it's
asking.
his channel, he can do whatever he wants.
Exactly, right after this one, once Falcon comes on, I'm going to be doing another one.
But I know that I keep getting invites from Creed.
Well, I'm going to stop the video or broadcast here anyway.
Yeah, because I gotta get off here. I got a few things I gotta do.
Hey, did you